Welcome back to the channel, or hi if you're new here. I'm Elise and today we're going to be learning how to crochet this super quick and easy no bunch beanie. This is a great project if you are a beginner, you're just learning how to crochet, or if you like to make crochet beanies but you don't like having all of that bulk and bunching at the top of the hat. This one does not have that. It is nice and flat at the top. This is a beginner friendly project, so I will be going over all of the stitches with you as we use them. And all you're going to need to get started on your beanie is some worsted weight for yarn. I'm using some acrylic yarn here, but you can use whatever kind of yarn that you prefer. You'll also need a 5mm crochet hook, a pair of scissors, and a tapestry needle. And once we have everything, we are ready to get started. Okay, to get started on our beanie, the first thing we need to do is make a slip knot. To make a slip knot, we're going to wrap the yarn around two of our fingers and cross just like this. Then I'm going to pinch that yarn tail with my thumb so it doesn't come undone. Then I'm taking my pointer finger on my other hand and I'm putting it under that first strand of yarn and over the second, just like that. Then I'm flipping that second strand of yarn up and pulling it tight. Let's do that together one more time. Wrap the yarn around two of your fingers and across. Pinch that yarn tail with your thumb. Take your finger on your other hand and put it under that first strand of yarn and over the second. Then flip that second strand of yarn up and pull it tight to make your slip knot. Now that we have our slip knot, we can go ahead and put our hook into that loop. Pull on that yarn tail to go ahead and close that loop down around the hook, just like that, and we are ready to make our chain. To make a chain, all you have to do is grab that yarn with the hook and pull it right through that loop. Again, grab the yarn and pull it right through that loop. Grab the yarn and pull it through. Grab the yarn and pull it through. So the chain we're making now is going to determine the total length of our hat. So if you like a nice long slouchy hat, you can make your chain longer. Or if you prefer not to have a brim on your hat, you can make your chain shorter. I'm going to go ahead and chain around 45 in total, but like I said, you can change your number of chains depending on how you like your hat to fit. Okay, once we've made all of our chains, we're going to go ahead and get started on row 1. And for row 1, we're going to start by making a half double crochet into each one of our chains, starting in the second chain from the hook. So if you look at your chain here and you count back 1 and 2, our first half double crochet is going to go right there in that second chain from the hook. To make a half double crochet, we're going to yarn over, put our hook into that second chain, yarn over and pull up a loop so that you have 3 loops on your hook. Then yarn over and pull through all 3 of those loops on the hook, and there is your first half double crochet. Again, yarn over, go into that next chain, yarn over and pull up a loop so that you have 3 loops on your hook. Then yarn over and pull through all 3 of those loops on the hook. So we're going to go ahead and continue making 1 half double crochet into each one of our chains until we have 5 chains left at the end. So go ahead and keep making your half double crochets until you have 5 chains left, and I will meet you right back here. Okay, once you've made it to the end of the row, it should be looking something like this. And as you can see, I have 5 chains left here at the end. So into each one of our last 5 chains, we're going to go ahead and make a slip stitch. To make a slip stitch, we're going to go into that next chain, yarn over and pull up a loop, and pull that right through the loop on your hook to make your slip stitch. Again, go into that next chain, pull up a loop, and pull it right through the loop on your hook to make your slip stitch. So go ahead and do that into all 5 of your chains. And you are done with row 1. Okay, so before we start any of our rows, we're always going to chain 1. That is our turning chain, and it will not count as a stitch. And then to start on the next row, we need to flip our work over so we can work the next row back down in the opposite direction. Okay, so going forward, we're going to be working in the back loop only of every stitch. So if you look at the top of your work, you'll see at the top of every stitch we have these 2 loops in a V shape. The one closest to you right here is the front loop, and the one farthest away from you right there is the back loop. So anytime we make a stitch, we're going to be going into that back loop. So the end of our project with these slip stitches is going to be the top of our hat. That's what's going to make that nice flat top at the top of our beanie. So what we're going to do anytime we're on the side with the slip stitches, we're going to make another 5 slip stitches. So we're going to have a column here of 5 slip stitches and then our half double crochets at the end. So again, anytime we're starting a row on the same side as our slip stitches, we're going to go ahead and start again with our slip stitches. So to get started on row 2, we need to start with 5 slip stitches. Remember, we're always working into the back loop now, and we're going to start right here into that very first stitch. So there's our first slip stitch, our second slip stitch, our third slip stitch, the fourth slip stitch, and our fifth and final slip stitch. So once we have all 5 of our slip stitches, we can go ahead and switch back to using our half double crochets. Again, we're always going in that back loop. So we're going to keep making our half double crochets, 1 into the back loop of every stitch for the rest of the row. Make sure that you do not miss this last stitch at the end of the row. It is really easy to miss. And if you find that as you make your rows, your work is getting smaller and smaller and smaller, you probably just missed that last stitch. Okay, so I've made it to the end of row 2. And as you can see, this is the end with the half double crochets. And this is the end with the slip stitches. And like I said before we start any row, we always need to chain 1 and flip our work over so we can work the next row down in the opposite direction. For row 3, we're going to do the same thing, but this time we are starting on the half double crochet end. So we're going to be starting with our half double crochets, starting right there into that first stitch, going into the back loop only. And we're going to make 1 half double crochet into the back loop of every stitch until we get down here to our 5 slip stitches. So go ahead and keep working, making your half double crochets into the back loops only. And I will meet you back here so we can make our slip stitches at the end of the row. Okay, once you make it to those last 5 stitches, we can make our 5 slip stitches. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and make sure you don't miss that very last stitch. Just like that. We will chain 1 and flip our work over to start in the next row. And we're just going to keep repeating the same pattern until our hat fits comfortably around our head. So you're probably going to need between 45 and 50 rows, or you can make it smaller for a child size, or if you need a larger size, you can add more rows. But again, we're going to keep repeating the same pattern until our hat fits comfortably around our head. You will always chain 1 and flip your work over before starting a new row. When you're starting on the end with the slip stitches, you will always start with your slip stitches. And when you're starting on the end with the half double crochets, you will always start with your half double crochets. And again, we are always working into the back loop only. Make sure you don't miss that last stitch at the end of every row. And I will meet you back here once I have finished all of my rows. Okay, so once you finish doing all of your rows, it should be looking something like this. I ended up doing 44 rows in total. But again, you may have a larger or smaller number of rows than I do, and that is perfectly fine. Just make sure one more time before we move on that your hat fits comfortably around your head. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fold my hat in half. And we're going to go ahead and attach the first and last row of our hat. So if you prefer to, you can use a tapestry needle and go ahead and sew this up. But I'm just going to go ahead and pick up where I left off and do a slip stitch all the way up to the top of my hat. So again, I'm picking right up where I left off on that last row. I have chained 1, and I'm going to go into that first stitch in the back loop. And the first loop of the first stitch on that first row, there's only 1 loop because that is the back side of that chain that we made at the beginning. So again, I've gone into that first stitch on the last row that I made in the back loop, and the first loop of the first row right there. And I'm going to make my slip stitch. Go into that next stitch in the back loop and the next loop of the first row and make your next slip stitch. And then go into the back loop of that next stitch and the loop of the first row in the next stitch and make your next slip stitch. And we're just going to keep repeating that all the way down to go ahead and attach our first and last row together all the way down until we get to the top of our hat. Again, if you are using a tapestry needle, that is perfectly fine. Go ahead and sew up this seam here all the way up until you get to the top of your hat, and I will meet you up here. Okay, I've made it all the way up to the top of my hat. I'm going to go ahead and tie off by chaining 1. I'm going to cut my yarn, but I'm leaving a nice long yarn tail to go ahead and sew up the top of my hat with. And then I'm going to pull that right up through that chain that I made and pull it tight. Now I'm going to go ahead and grab my tapestry needle and attach it to that yarn tail that I left. And now we are ready to go ahead and sew up the top of our hat. So what I'm going to do is I'm taking my tapestry needle and I'm going in and out every row or so along that very top edge, just like that. And I'm just going to do that all the way around. So I'm weaving my tapestry needle in and out the top edge of my hat every row or so, and just working my way all the way around. Okay, and once you've made it all the way around with your tapestry needle, we can go ahead and pull that yarn tail to close up the top of our hat. And if you still have a little bit of an opening like I do, that is perfectly fine. We're just going to go ahead and sew across the top of our hat a couple of times to go ahead and close that up. Once you're happy with the way that looks, we can go ahead and tie it off. I suggest you go ahead and tie at least 2 knots to make sure it doesn't come undone. And then we can go ahead and cut our yarn. And I'm just going to use my crochet hook to pull those yarn tails down into the middle of my hat, or you can go ahead and weave them in, whatever you prefer. Okay, and you are all done with your new beanie. All you have to do is fold up the brim if you would like to, and it is all done. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed the tutorial. Go ahead and let me know in the comments how your beanie turned out and what you'd like to see next. Subscribe if you're not already. It's the easiest way you can help support my work and the channel for free, and it really helps me out. And with all that being said, I will see you in the next one.